Entrepreneurship plays an influential role in the economic growth and standard of living of the country. As a startup founder or a small business owner, you may think that you are simply working hard to build your own business and provide for yourself and your family members. But you are actually doing a whole lot more for your local community, state, region, and the country as a whole. It creates wealth creation and sharing by establishing the business entity. Entrepreneurs invest their own resources and attract capital, which in the form of debt, equity, etc., from investors, lenders, and the public. This mobilizes public wealth and allows people to benefit from the success of entrepreneurs and growing businesses. This kind of pooled capital that results in wealth creation and distribution is one of the basic imperatives and goals of economic development. It also creates jobs. People are in need of jobs, and there is a more unemployment problem. To tackle the unemployment problem, entrepreneurship is a superb place where entrepreneurs are by nature defined as job creators. When you become an entrepreneur, there is one less job seeker in the economy, and then you provide employment for multiple other job seekers. This kind of job creation by nature and existing business is again one of the basic goals of economic development. That is why the government of India has launched initiatives as Startup India to promote and support new startups, and also others like the Make in India initiative to attract foreign companies and their FDI into Indian economy. So all this comes under entrepreneurship. Balanced regional development. Entrepreneurs setting up new businesses and industrial units help with regional development by locating in less developed and backward areas. The growth of industries and business in these areas leads to infrastructure improvements, which are like better roads and airports, stable electricity and water supply, school facilities, hospitals, shopping malls, and other public and private services that would not otherwise be available. Every new business that locates in a less developed area will create both direct and indirect jobs, helping lift regional economies in many different ways. The combined spending by all the new employees of the new business and supporting jobs in other business adds to the local and regional economic output. Both central and state governments promote this kind of regional development by providing registered MSME businesses various benefits and concessions are given by the government. The main thing is that GDP and per capita income is also increasing because of this entrepreneurship. India's MSME sector comprised of 36 million units that provide employment for more than 80 million people. So it added a greater advantage for the development of the people individually as well as for the development of the country. The standard of living of the people is increased in a community is set another key goal of economic development. Entrepreneurs again play a key role in increasing the standard of living in a community. They do this not just by creating jobs, but also by developing and adopting innovations that lead to improvements in the quality of life of their employees, customers, and other stakeholders in the community. For example, automation that reduces production costs and enables faster production will make a business unit more productive while also providing its customers with the same goods at lower prices. Exports. Any growing business will eventually want to get started with exports to expand their business to foreign markets. This is an important ingredient of economic development since it provides access to bigger markets and leads to currency inflows and access to the latest cutting edge technologies and processes being used in more developed foreign markets. Another key can be benefit is that this expansion leads to more stable business revenue during economic downturns in the local economy. Then community development. Economic development does not always translate into community development. Community development requires infrastructure for education and training, healthcare, and other public services. For example, you need highly educated and skilled workers in a community to attract new business. If there are educational institutions and technical training schools and internship opportunities that will help build the education and skilled workers to work more in a better way. We can say entrepreneurship promotes capital formation by mobilizing the ideal saving of the public. It provides immediate large scale employment, thus it helps reduce the unemployment problem. Then it promotes balanced regional development. It stimulates the equitable redistribution of wealth, income, and even political power in the interest of the country. It promotes and helps to reduce the concentration of economic power. It encourages effective reserves mobilization of capital and skill, which might otherwise remain unutilized, which can be idle. It also induces backward and forward linkages which stimulate the process of economic development in the country. Last but no means the least, it also promotes countries' export trade, which is more important for the development of any country. That is an important ingredient to economic development. Thus, it is very clear that entrepreneurship serves as a catalyst of economic development. On the whole, the role of entrepreneurship in economic development of a country can best be put as an economy is the effect for which entrepreneurship is the cause. As we say, entrepreneurship promotes capital formation. They employ their own as well as borrowed resources for setting up their enterprises. Such type of entrepreneurial activities lead to value addition and creation of wealth, which is very essential for the industrial and economic development of the country. It creates large-scale employment opportunities by providing immediate large-scale employment to the unemployed, which is a chronic problem of underdeveloped nations mainly. With the setting up of more and more units by entrepreneurs, both on small and large scale, numerous job opportunities are created for others. As time passes, these enterprises grow, providing direct and indirect employment opportunities for many more. In this way, entrepreneurs play an effective role in reducing the problem of unemployment in the country, which in turn clears the path towards economic development of the nation. It also promotes balanced regional development. As we said, entrepreneurs help to remove regional disparities through setting up of industries in less developed and backward areas. The growth of industries and business in these areas lead to a large number of public benefits like road transport, health, education, entertainment, etc. Setting up of more industries lead to more development of backward regions, and then they can promote balanced regional development. It also reduces the concentration of economic power. Um, Economic power is the natural outcome of industrial and business activity. Industrial development normally lead to concentration of economic power in the hands of a few individuals, which results in the growth of monopolies. In order to redress this problem, in order to address this problem, a large number of entrepreneurs need to be developed, which will make reduce the concentration of economic power amongst the population. Wealth creation and distribution, it stimulates equitable redistribution of wealth and income in the interest of the country to more people and geographic areas, thus giving benefit to larger sections of the society. Entrepreneurial activities also generate more and more activities and gives a multiplier effect in the economy. And then increasing gross national product and per capita income, as we say, entrepreneurs are always on the lookout for opportunities. They always make a note of all the opportunities which exist in the economy. They explore and exploit opportunities which encourage effective resource mobilization of capital and skill, bring in new products and services, and develops markets for growth of the economy. In this way, they help increasing gross national product as well as per capita income of the people in a country. Increase in gross national product and per capita income of the people in a country is a sign of economic growth. The standard of living of the people is also increased. It is a characteristic feature of economic development of the country. Entrepreneurs play a key role in increasing the standard of living of the people by adopting latest innovations in their production of wide variety of goods and services in large scale, that too at a very lower cost. This enables the people to avail better quality products at lower prices, which may result in the improvement of their standard of living as well as country. It promotes countries' export trade. Export trade, goods or any articles of commerce sold and shipped to other countries, which increases a country's wealth very well. Induces backward and forward linkages. Entrepreneurs like to work in an environment of change and try to maximize profits by innovation. When an enterprise is established in accordance with the changing technology, it induces backward and forward linkages which stimulate the process of economic development in the country. It also facilitates overall development. When we say overall development, entrepreneurs act as a catalytic agent for change which results in chain reaction. Once an enterprise is established, the process of industrialization is set in motion. This unit will generate demand for various types of units required by it, and there will be so many other units which require the output of this unit. This leads to overall development of an area due to increase in demand and setting up of more and more units. In this way, the entrepreneurs multiply their entrepreneurial activities, thus creating an environment of enthusiasm and conveying an impetus for overall development of the area. On the basis of economic growth and development, the countries in the world are divided into three categories: advanced or developed nations such as US, UK, Japan, Germany, and then developing countries such as India, underdeveloped countries. So there is a close correlation between entrepreneurship and economic growth. In fact, economic growth is the result of the efforts taken by entrepreneurs. The curve of economic growth is dictated by entrepreneurial efforts, just as product life cycle is dictated by the efforts of a salesman and their strategies. If if they want stagnation in the market, they will not make any efforts, but they can dictate the curve. So similarly, entrepreneurs can dictate the economic growth by their actions and decisions. In classical economic theories, there is a saying that entrepreneurship is not recognized to play any role in economic development. But the economic history of the developed countries, for example, USA and then Japan, tends to support the fact that the economy is an effect for which entrepreneurship is the cause. Entrepreneurship does play a significant role in economic development. Now, many have begun to realize that for achieving the goal of economic development, it is necessary to promote entrepreneurship both qualitatively and quantitatively in the country. Only active and enthusiastic entrepreneurs fully explore the potentials of the country's available resources like labor, technology, and capital. It is also pointed that in an economy, uh, development in an economy does not occur spontaneously as a natural consequence, but a catalytic agent is needed, and this is provided by entrepreneurs. It is their ability to pursue opportunities which others do not see or care about it. Essentially, an entrepreneur searches for change, visualizes a need, and then brings together the manpower, material, and capital required to respond to the opportunities he has created. For example, products to create Walkman personal stereo, which became very popular throughout the world. And then India's Gulshan Kumar manufactured T-series audio cassettes. He penetrated the audio cassettes, served a vast Indian market. These are the clearest examples. Research studies have shown that entrepreneurship has a role to play in the development of the economy. The role of entrepreneurship in economic development varies from economy to economy, depending upon the availability of a country's material resources, industrial climate, and then responsiveness of the political system to the entrepreneurial function. The entrepreneurs contribute more under encouraging conditions than in the economies which have relatively less favorable conditions. Underdeveloped regions have funds, lack of skilled labor, shortage of funds, and then low social and economic growth. These conditions are less conducive to the emergence of innovative entrepreneurs. It is the entrepreneurs who emerge in the underdeveloped regions. Also, such entrepreneurs will start small scale enterprises. India has crossed this stage as far as IT industry is concerned, in which Indian entrepreneurs have become superb in the past years and in the present year also. Only in manufacturing sector we need more initiative by the entrepreneurs to take the country forward. Hence, as stated, quantitatively and qualitatively, entrepreneurial growth has to be achieved. A few of our entrepreneurs have started very large scale enterprises. More should have forward to do so. In export, we have growth led exports and exports led growth. These are the two strategies available to the country. The issue is whether we should start grow, then start the exports, or start exporting, which in turn will lead to the growth. The same can be applied to the entrepreneurship. Growth led to entrepreneurship, and the entrepreneurship led to growth. For our country, the second strategy is more suitable. First, the entrepreneurial growth should be attained, and then automatically the economic growth will also grow. Instead of growth chasing entrepreneurs, it should be entrepreneurs who have to chase the growth of our country, the unemployed youth. Instead of searching for lucrative jobs, can become entrepreneurs. So instead of being job seekers, they can become job providers. As mentioned earlier, India is a big democratic country with 80% of population living in rural area, with a predominant agricultural base. The educational level is comparatively low. We have a long history and rich culture. The educated and the uneducated employment rate is high. Keeping in view of the same, the Indian characteristics, the growth model of Gandhi is very appropriate. The government also helps the entrepreneurs to develop their business very well by giving more subsidiaries, and then concessions, and also by providing loan, which in turn develops the country's growth. There are many models for which the entrepreneurship innovation is possible. The models are Laissez-faire model. In this, the essence of this model is that government interference and regulation hinders economic development, the lack of which allows the entrepreneurs to become competitive and create wealth thereof. And then positive environment. The philosophy behind this model is that government should play a role in encouraging the small business sector, but this role should be limited to providing a positive environment like adequate infrastructure, free trade agreements, low level of taxation, etc. Then strategic intervention. This policy assumes that the state should have a strategy of promoting small business through intervention by ensuring training, research, finance, marketing, and then support from the government. Subsidized interest rate. Providing subsidized interest rates to certain industries below market rate help a few selected entrepreneurs whose enterprises subsequently develop. And then trade facilitation. It is a unique model focused on the internationalization of small and medium-sized enterprise. Apart from tangible aid, the government facilitates paperwork procedure and reduces bureaucratic constraints. Then top-down reform. In this model, reforms come from the top levels of government down to people. Several governments declare the change from centrally planned economy to the one driven by market forces. Then open door reform. This policy adopted is that of open door with major reforms of a completely planned economy. It results in strong incentives to produce. Example is China, where farmers are kept completely outside the planned sector of the economy in order to promote entrepreneurship among themselves. And then Indian model is a combination of strategic internationalist and subsidized interest rate. It has probably high entrepreneurial talents in the world. So altogether, we can summarize the role of entrepreneurship in economic development as a role of innovation, a role of contribution to gross domestic product, and capital formation role, employment generation role, role of reduction of concentration of economics power in few hands. Small, medium, and micro entrepreneurs prevent the concentration of economic power to be in the hands of a few large entrepreneurs. They promote faster industrialization and equitable distribution of wealth in the society. And then the role of full utilization of latent resources. Uh, Small, medium, and micro enterprises help to tap vast resources remaining untapped and utilize them to optimum extent. In other words, economic human material and natural resources are fully used by entrepreneurs of various sizes when they are running their ventures. Role of balanced regional development is also included. Encouragement given to entrepreneurs through various types of incentives to start their ventures, particularly in backward areas. Export promotion. They contribute significantly to import and thus saving the outflow of foreign exchange to other countries of export. Role of ensuring better standard of living. This helps the employees to upgrade their standard of living. Entrepreneurs who have genuine concern for welfare of the general public supply quality goods at fair prices. This in turn helps the consuming public save more money and spend it on comfort goods, which in turn enhance their standard of living. Growing standard of living of people helps greatly narrow down between their sections of the society, haves and have-nots. Limiting role. Entrepreneurs in developing countries simply imitate the innovations made in industrially advanced countries. This imitating entrepreneurs simply re-engineer the successful products innovated somewhere in other countries and supply them at lower prices in developing countries. Then risk assumption role. Entrepreneurs are inherent risk takers. Every productive venture involves risk, as we all know. If the venture flops, it is the entrepreneur who eventually bears the loss thereof. The volume of profit is directly proportional to the volume of risk. Profit is the reward for risk assumed, as we all know. Higher profit leads to saving of wealth, which ultimately goes to capital formation, which is the most essential ingredient for economic development. Agent role. Since the entrepreneurs bring out a cognizant change in economy, society, lifestyle of consumers and employees, they can rightly termed as a change agent. Coordinator role. Entrepreneurs, after having spotted the opportunity, like take all out steps to organize manpower, money, materials, technology, and other much needed resources to produce the products and services. So, so altogether, we know uh, entrepreneurship gives a very great change in the economy, which is very helpful for the development of the economy.